Bonsoir tout le monde et bonjour tout le monde, n'importe côté dans le monde là. Et je dis à son réel plaisir pour nous, hmibuzz.com pour nous mener un distingué frère, Rav Chériza. Rav Chériza, bon, pas même besoin de faire une introduction, son gros monde. Et son monde, pour moi-même, d'après moi-même, et je pense que si nous avons plus, si nous avons 100 monsieur et dans la communauté haïtienne, nous ne pas mettre tout ça. Si nous avons 10 monsieur dans la communauté haïtienne, et nous avons loin, nous avons fait un pile progrès, nous avons loin, très loin, dans tout niveau, dans tout bagarre, nous avons pensé là. Et Rav Chériza, mon frère, mon cher, merci pour venir chita avec nous. Non seulement merci, et pas comme on guess, parce que pas guess, ça c'est caillou. Parce que ça, mon oual figure chaque jour là, ça c'est caillou. Vous comprenez ça moi-même, un monde qui bon temps court, monde doit attendre. Un monde qui bon temps court et monde doit après tout le temps. Bon, et nous allons parler avec Rav Chériza, bon, présenter tout.
Well, moi apprécie l'opportunité pour capable parler ensemble avec téléspectateurs, téléspectatrices sur sujet qui gagne en pleine importance. Son privilège et nom c'est Rav Chériza, un ancien journaliste en Haïti qui travaille et qui prend exil en 94, rentré ici et nous travaillons en pile dans social work, nous involvons dans la communauté au niveau éducation et mouvement étudiant, etc.
Well, I mean, if I sit and tell the people, ever since I met you, what we've done in the colleges and the universities here in South Florida and other places with Florida Haitian Student Association. I mean, if I'm here to talk about you and talk about what you've been doing, it will take all night. People are gonna get to know who you are because when you start talking, they will understand how valuable the community is to have you. So what I wanted to focus on today, because I know you a political analyst, we can have some analysis of the current situations in Haiti. I will start with the unrest that's going on in Haiti. A lot of political unrest, manifestation qu'a fait chaque jour, et que bon, well, basically tell us what do you see, how you understand the situation, help us understand these activities taking place in Haiti.
Well, it's very complex. You have the government that is broken. Okay. Because on one side the executive and the other side the legislative. Deux corps yo réellement pas en sync.
Yeah. So they're not working as a team.
They're not working as a team. They clash over everything. So ils créent un problème pour gouvernance pays.
Is it a trust issue or is it just not willing to even cooperate and work?
It's structural, but trust is always an issue with Haitian politics.
Absolutely.
We don't trust people.
We don't trust each other.
We don't trust each other. So it's always an issue. If I bring something to the table, people will say, why is he talking about this? What is he trying to pull? So we do have that trust issue. But because also since 1986, nous avons une situation côté l'État, l'État ça s'est éclaté. Donc, il fait que structure qui besoin qu'il a pour permettre que nous à fonctionner pour décision à fait là, il pas là. Okay. Donc ou vinn gagner l'État éclaté, pas gain autorité l'État, il pas respecté, ça vient fait décision politique yo vini pas gagner poids dans balance là. OK? Donc c'est ça, c'est premier bagage pour ou besoin regarder dans situation qui a passé. Then ou gagner opposition qui vient ajouter dans dynamique là. Opposition qui lui-même tout manqué organisé. But opposition a bénéficié le fait que une population qui bouquet. Faut nous en songer que ça n'a pas parlé de démocratie, c'est un quest.
Yes.
Qui sorti depuis années 70 parce que depuis années 70 pendant Duval était sous pouvoir, il y a un mouvement côté dit nous besoin de démocratie en Haïti. Et il y a un pile monde qui mourit pour lui, et il y a un pile monde qui prend exil pour lui. Donc mouvement ça en 86 je t'ai pensé que mouvement a abouti. Finally, we're gonna get there. We're gonna Duvalier is gone. Therefore, we're gonna have a new era. But gon transition qui commençait et notez qu'on a parlé de la transition qui n'en finit pas parce que ça passé c'est que ou sorti dans un dictatorship and then you're hoping for something else
But
that il va jamais venir.
Yeah.
Why? Because the failure of leadership cause que we always look at today. We're not looking at tomorrow. The long-term perspective, we fail to address them.
Okay, now, I know when we talk about the change, the transition, the change that took place in '86, and we're talking about a new evolution, right? A new evolution, you know, révolution en 86. Et c'est ça veut dire, notre dictateur qu'on y a now, we're going with democracy, right? So now, don't you think it's because maybe whoever was campaigning to bring democracy to Haiti, whoever was involved in putting that together, they failed to really put the structure when it comes real democratic system, right? Because of they failed to do so, right? The way it should have been. Maybe that's probably the reason why we where we are. Like, who was it created for? Who democracy for who? Right? Democracy. Who was behind the whole? That's basically what I'm trying to get into.
Well, this is what happened though. We were fighting against Duvalier, but key alternative qui était gagné à Duvalier? We didn't really have an alternative. Remember, most people were fighting against Duvalier. You have vivant exil.
Absolutely.
Et moun sa qui en exil, granted, a lot of them, and that's a mistake we need to we need to not to make this time around. A lot of those people were in exile. They went to school. They had great education, but they didn't know the country because they've been outside of the country for so long. But those people, they went back to Haiti after '86, thinking, "We here now, and we're gonna change this country."
We went to this type of school.
We went to Harvard University. We went to Sorbonne. Therefore, we're gonna change this country. So that was.
So they're the one who created the whole new constitution.
They created a constitution that is
that
not
reflect white constitution,
but it's not consistent with our
the reality
and with our values.
Okay.
Because songez que constitution que you mettez en 87 là, c'est une constitution qui a weakened the presidency.
The prime minister has more power.
The prime minister has more power. In fact, the president cannot fire the prime minister. But if you're the prime minister and I'm the president and we have a disagreement, and I say I disagree with you, Mr. Prime Minister, all you have to do is to make sure that you have enough vote in Congress, and you can say, Mr. President, I'm not going to listen to you. But perception dans beaucoup de population, c'est que you elect the president to do everything.
Yes.
Et c'est sous ce problème là. Because every president that got elected, they have this desire that I owe something to a lot of people because I made promises. And I want to make sure that I have enough power, enough authority to implement the things that I campaign on.
Which is not necessarily a negative thing.
It's not
but
negative.
It has to be done with good intention.
It's not negative, but
it also
the clash within, because remember, you're talking about a government that is broken. Because the government is broken, so sort of temps qui était dynamique politique pour on dit let's negotiate, let's compromise. N'est pas là. The only compromise that they're able to make is that, listen, we're gonna form the cabinet right now. You give me your vote, then I make sure that you have a cabinet position.
Okay, now what led to the resignation of the prime minister?
I think the president had made a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
In terms of his dealing with the opposition.
Okay.
But gan pile côté li overestimate the vote that got him in power. What people need to remember, the second, Léal fait deuxième tour élection, taux de participation était très minime.
Très bas.
Il était très bas. So, moun qui te voté Martelly dans deuxième tour, yo pas en pile. L'on a regardé nombre de monde qui a voté en Haïti. Donc ça veut dire Martelly pas de un mandat. Mais Martelly comporte comme un monde qui a un mandat et puis qui en dit you deal with me because I'm here now and the people voted me in office. So I'm not gonna negotiate with you. You come and it's gonna be on my terms. Then kounya li créé animosité ensemble avec within Congress.
OK.
Den kounya ou gon équipe moun qui
parlé de la chambre,
n'a parlé de la chambre. Et ou gen pile moun et moun takou Moïse Jean-Charles, moun takou Steven Benoît qui vinn senti que président pas gen pièce respect pour yo, moun takou Belizer, yo vinn senti que président pas gen pièce respect pour yo. Donc ça vient fait que antagonisme ça, il vient fait que yo pas de dialoguer. Okay. Maintenant, you have a prime minister who also have a desire to do things a certain way. Opposition a dit we're not going to let that happen.
OK. So ça veut dire c'est à cause de ça que vient un point monsieur était obligé on comprend monsieur était obligé quitter pour faire élection encore ou bien pour qui ça?
Well, you have to realize that for a long time, il y a une série d'élections qui ont besoin fait, local election, que pas de jamais agreement pour conseil électoral pour yo te ka faire.
Okay.
Donc ça vient créer plus problème qu'on y a moun yo vinn sorti. Le moun yo vinn sorti yo commencé dire non seulement yo mandé pour gouvernement et ça veut dire Laurent Lamotte pour aller mais yo commencé dire faut que Martelly aller tout. Then Martelly vient retrouver la face en fait accompli, il dit I need to diffuse tension. Et n'a cherché pour capable de calmer jouet là, il pensait que liquider premier ministre là, that's what's going to solve the problem. But the challenge is that because people were already asking for the resignation of the president, temps est passé.
I mean, you name it. You know, this guy Ralph, he's been I met Ralph in college at PBCC when I was attending there, and then we met Kiskeya. Kiskeya was a Haitian student organization at PBCC, and ever since we've been friends, right? C'est mon compère moi.
Right.
Et son monde really tout le temps pour conseil, tout ça. Ralph, right now, I want you to let the people know what you're working on right now, what is exactly doing right now in the Haitian community here in Palm Beach County.
What we're working on is to bring stakeholder, gatekeeper together for an open discussion, very candid discussion on issues that are impacting the community. Nous connaissons une communauté qui très large, but it seems like we stuck. So how can we empower that community to do even more, to do better? Comment nous capables renforcer the Haitian voice, même dans débat politique là. So we're inviting all stakeholders, all people who have organization, people who have business in the community, pastors, priests. All those people who have Boko, tout le monde, regardless of what you believe in, once you identify yourself as a Haitian American and you have you have some influence on this community, we want you to be there to be part of that dialogue where we look at different area of possible growth.
Okay.
Pas même parler de problème parce que problème comme une opportunity for growth. So et nous gagnons pile dans ça en tant que communauté. Qui va parler de health, qui va parler de éducation, qui va parler de politics, qui va parler de policy qui a affecté haïtiens, parler de policy ou gagner de Haitian reunification ou gagner de executive order that Obama just signed. Those things, they have an impact on the community. So how do we respond to those policy initiatives? Mais ça qui est important, au lieu que nous en répondre à ça avec vous, how do we initiate conversation about policy so that local official, federal official, they already know what is the Haitian agenda and what it is that we need to do.
So basically, what we're going to do is focusing on the Haitian agenda. So
right.
Basically when we vote, what we vote for.
What we vote for, because oftentimes we're talking about, hey, let's get out and vote.
Yeah.
But what are we voting for?
What are we voting for? And then those people we're voting for, have we met with them?
Right.
Have we communicated with them so they know exactly what we're trying to do? So you're putting this the form together
right.
on when?
It's going to be January 10th at 5 p.m. Saturday, January 10th at 5 p.m. at Burnett International College. So people who are interested, they can give us a call, 561-252-3735, 561-252-3735. They can call us to make sure that they RSVP, because we need to know how many people are coming for
refreshment.
Planification and refreshment.
Ok. So, j'en entends de là et au ka vin participer dans gros discussion ça qu'a fait, l'une discussion qu'a fait comme si dialogue qui va le fait sur business communautaire ici aux États-Unis dans Palm Beach County. Parfois non et pas Haïti seulement parce que nous vivons là politique là affecté nous tout. So ça veut dire faut nous participer. Ralph, again, always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. HMIBoss.com, c'est ça nous fait, nous menons moun qui travaille, moun qui fait bagay positif, this is what we do. We highlight all the beautiful things that beautiful people are doing. Again, thank you, and we're gonna make sure that people hear the message, and we're gonna make sure we keep promoting what's about to come. HMIBoss.com, Set Mic Production, Run Mentor. You already know we do it at a highest level, baby.